Y'all might think I'm crazy, or you might think I'm pretty smart. Um, these are hand warmers. Um, they're really great if you want to get warm while you're not sleeping because these will move around. But I wear like a couple of layers, and this is a hand warmer. And so if you put it next to your femoral artery, which is like the one that's right near your crotch, it actually helps keep you pretty fucking warm. Some people will use a water bottle that's like got warm water in it. I've not found the right water bottle to do so yet. But in the meantime, because when I get my tent, not my just my tent. My tent's pretty fucking cold right now, honestly. But when I get my sleeping bag, which is like a down sleeping bag, which this is supposed to be like pretty much the last night of the week that's gonna be this cold, but I'll be very warm in there, and I know that I will be because last night, whenever I slept in it, I was almost too hot. So I've only got 2 layers on right now. When I get into my sleeping bag, I'm going to be really toasty. This is already getting warm. It helps with your hands and it helps keep you warm. And I just put it in between my layers while I'm getting ready to go to bed because it keeps me warm. I also have these cool little booties that I got. They're also down. They're very large for my feet. So, so I'll also put them in my feet. Like right now, I'll put this one to my toes because I always have cold feet, but these will get really hot. And I learned this lesson a long time ago because I spent a whole winter without electricity because we were really, really poor. Me and my ex-husband. Anyways, that's a whole different story. But yeah, I did spend a whole winter in a trailer house without any electricity. And one of the ways that we would keep warm is we would put hand warmers in our socks. So we would wear like several pairs of socks, and then like on the bottom layer we would put like the hand warmers. Which work great until they stay in one spot for a really long time, and then they start burning your feet. So, they're great for like a momentary thing of like getting warm or whatever. And just like in the femoral artery right here, yes, that looks like my crotch, but it kind of is. In the femoral artery, it actually helps keep you warm because that's going to go straight to your heart. It's going to keep you warm. Just kind of a note when you're getting ready for bed. Sorry, I keep turning my camera around. When you're getting ready for bed and whatever, because I have a shit ton of meds that I gotta take. It'll keep me warm until I get actually inside my nice new down feather, uh, what do you call it? A sleeping bag. Oh my gosh, if I would have had this whenever back then, I would have stayed warm that whole winter. It would have been amazing. But typically, what I typically wear, now that I have that, I have to wear less layers. So I have 2 pairs of merino wool, base layers basically. One is bigger, it's a medium, and my actual size is an extra small, so I can layer them up. So when I put on my first layer, I'll put on my first layer of socks, then I'll put these ones on, and then I'll put on my wool socks, and then over the wool socks, I'll put on these booties right here. I'll sleep with them on. My feet are always typically cold, even if I'm at home. My bad, I just dropped the phone. But these keep me really warm because when I'm at home, like I'll always sleep with a heating pad on my feet. My feet just always are cold. I think that's like a hormonal thing. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna say things that I don't know are true, but I do know that I do have hypothyroidism, so that could kind of play a thing in there. I don't know. Maybe. Sorry for the terrible camera angles. I'm not really looking at my camera at all. Kinda. Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of like give that as a note. As you're getting ready for bed, I would not keep them there because they're gonna move. But in the interim of, like, I will put hand warmers in my feet, like under my booties, under all my socks, because these are extra big. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. There's how big they are. So if you got, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you got big feet, then yeah, hiccups. Hold on a sec. apologies. I was saying that if you had big feet, these will still work for you. They pretty much work for any size foot. And they're also made out of down. They're not the same ones that I was thinking of getting, but these work pretty well. I slept with them last night, and they sleep pretty well. They don't have a drawstring on them, but they are elastic, so they do stay. They stay in place. And then with my sleeping bag, I stayed pretty warm last night. I was so comfortable. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I don't even want to get out of bed. But I had to because I had a lot of things to do, obviously. I'm going to post this, but I did make a huge amount of footage that I did through the whole day. And I am tired. That wasn't fake. I'm legit tired. I'm still just processing things in my head. Sometimes things get really dark in my head, so I'm trying not to let things get to me. I really am, but sometimes things just really get to me, and it's just because I don't have a lot of people to really rely on these days, so I get kind of upset about it. But I am in my tent. Oh, I have my merino wool neck gaiter that I can put over my face, so that way I'm warm. It keeps me warm on my neck, and yes, my hair remains braided the entire time that I'm out here. So I'm gonna carry on till tomorrow, see what tomorrow brings, and hope that some other living human being will actually pretend like I exist, because I'm kind of out here and I don't feel like I do. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna take my meds, but I just wanted to share that little tip. I have the hand warmers. I have like a ton of hand warmers now. Don't leave them in your feet. If you do put them in your socks while you get ready for bed, don't leave them in your socks. Your feet will burn. And I know this because not only did I try to do that last night, but I did have a humongous amount of experience trying to do the same when I didn't have electricity for a whole winter. So, but it does keep you warm. It does keep you warm for a good amount of time until you can actually get in your good warm sleeping bag. Hopefully you have a good warm sleeping bag. It has made all the difference ever since I've actually gotten it, which was last night. I'm so glad I had it last night. This is supposed to be like basically one of the last really, really cold weather, so it's in the 40s. But the remainder of the week is going to be like in the 60s, so I might be pretty warm. But it's very soft and it's very comfortable, so even if I do end up pulling, I have a sleeping liner. It's from Sea to Summit. It's also one of those expensive brand ones. So even though if I do get too warm, then I can just pull that thing out and I'll still be pretty comfortable, I think. And of course, once summer hits, sorry, I will not be using this because it will be way too warm. Did you see that? I look like I was almost bald. Anyways, no, I've not had a very good night. And sometimes when you see these videos and I'm laughing, I'm giggling, it's only because of the circumstances of the moment. But when the camera turns off, I might feel a little bit sad. And, but anyways, my feet feel rather warm. My legs feel pretty warm, and once I get my meds taken, because I take a bazillion of them, I will go to sleep, I guess. I still can't find my headphones, man. I don't know what the hell happened to them, and I saw them today. I don't know where it is. So tomorrow, that's the thing that I need to get done, is find where my headphones are. So otherwise, I'll just lay the phone up on the top of my sleepy bag, because I like to have something to listen to while I sleep. It's just kind of one of those things, you know. No, I lost my heating thingy in my feet. No. I'm putting it back on my foot so I can take my meds. But I can't keep them in my socks because they'll get too hot. Take it from me. you will burn your feet. No matter how many pairs of socks, apparently. And not only that, last night I had these fluffy socks on top of everything else, and then I put the feet warmers, and then I put these things on. Yeah, I'm like an acrobat, kind of. Anyways, and I put these on, and it still burned my feet. So yes, they keep your feet warm for a good minute, but they will burn your feet if you fall asleep with them on your feet, because they just do. I don't know, man. I don't know how many pairs of socks you would actually need to wear in order for them to not do that, but I know I've worn a shit ton of socks before trying to keep warm in the middle of winter in a trailer with no electricity. So I wouldn't recommend sleeping with them, but they will keep you warm for a good minute. Also, the ones that are in your pants, probably not a good idea to sleep with them in. Like I said, I don't know what water bottle people use. I've seen different YouTubers and stuff, and they use sorry, I'm tired. I did a lot today. I'll have a video. It'll probably be a few videos that I'll put together, because I did quite a bit today, and so I am very tired. So I'm gonna put these on my feet for right now, because I'm seriously cold, and I'm not in my sleeping bag, but I will be, and I'll be very warm, because last night I know that I had to start taking layers off because I was too warm. But I'll be very comfortable, and I might not want to get out of bed. Hopefully, tomorrow, emotionally, will be a better day. Because emotionally today, even though I was doing a lot of things, even though I was having, like, some fun, especially with my favorite bird that likes to come around my camp. Gosh, that's the best thing that I've had since I've been out here. Probably in a while. A little birdie. He comes around and he just runs around my campsite. Maybe he's eating all the spiders for me. I don't know. I hope so. Maybe. I don't know. I like him. I like him hanging around. Because, God, nobody else does. But this bird loves me, and he loves my campsite, and I love that bird too. He's a little road runner, and he's so cute. Other than that, that bird's been my favorite. And it is, without a doubt, the same bird. This is already 12 minutes long. Didn't mean for it to be this long. I was just talking about feet warmers. But anyways, so I'll go ahead and stop this video now. I'm going to take my meds, and then I'm going to crawl up into my sleeping bag. I'm going to put my music on my phone, and then it's already plugged into my Jackery down there. I have a whole fucking video about me plugging in the Jackery and all that shit. Again, it's probably going to be a little bit before I actually get all of it posted, because it's a lot of footage. I went through the whole day, and I recorded the entire day of what I did, and it was a lot. I didn't record me going up and down the trails. I have one video that is me going up the trail that I plan on kind of slipping into the rest of the video, because I tried to take the camera on the route down the trail. It just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. So I'm just gonna slip in that footage in there with that. And I do have a lot, and I do plan on putting up quite a bit too. It's just gonna take some time. So give me some time, and I'll get a good video up. Actually, it'll be several videos. Like I said, it was a lot of footage, and that's not the first day that I've done a lot of footage. I think maybe the first or second day that I was out here, I did like a lot of recording. So, and it's not as in good quality either. This time I did do a much higher quality video, but just because it takes a lot of space to do these things, and to try to edit it all on my phone, forget it. I'd rather use my computer. So it's going to take me a minute to get all that stuff up, and it'll be after the fact, but hopefully it'll be helpful or entertaining for some people. I'm actually really warm now that I have my hand warmers that are warmed up. These things will stay warm for a very, very long time. They really will. I had gone to sleep the other day, and I had some, and they were still very warm. Sorry, by the time that I woke up. Anyways, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna take my meds and I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'm gonna hope for, hopefully, why do I still have a sock? Hopefully not a sock. I have my teddy bear. How about that? I have a teddy bear. I always have a teddy bear. What are you talking about? Of course I do. Anyways, so I'm going to take my meds. I'm going to curl up in the sleeping bag. I'm going to turn on some music. I normally like to listen. Ugh, what was that? That was like a Val Kilmer, like, fucking bass. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna get that done, and then hopefully, and tomorrow, I don't like this view. Anyways, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't plan on having to do as many things as I did today. I did a hell of a lot today. I don't need the ice. I shouldn't. For tomorrow. I have like a bunch of noodles. I'm gonna stop trying to give myself Val Kilmer face. You know, like the we ended up like okay. How about this? We're gonna sit back up because this is really fucking driving me crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm gonna go to sleep and hope for a better day tomorrow. How about that? All right. Good night. Good night. Good night, people. It's time for bed.